Brad Pitt is opening up about getting sober. One of the big issues in his marriage with Angelina Jolie was his alcoholism, but he admits that he is now sober. He told the New York Times that I had taken things as far as I could take it, so I removed my drinking privileges.
Yeah, Brad also opened up about spending a year and a half in Alcoholics Anonymous after Angelina filed for divorce. You had all these men sitting around being open and honest in a way I have never heard. It was the safe space where there was little judgment and therefore little judgment of yourself. It was actually really freeing just to expose the ugly sides of yourself. There's great value in that. So a lot of people are saying online too, they're just really impressed that none of these men actually, none of us knew he was in this kind of recovery, and the fact that he was able to be so open with strangers. Everyone knows who Brad Pitt is. That I can just imagine for Brad Pitt as just a human being, that's just like a next level of vulnerability. So I'm glad he got help.
And it's interesting that he's actually opening up about it. He didn't have to talk about this, and for him to bring it up, and it must have been very difficult for him to walk into a room and actually be vulnerable, like you said, to strangers. But I'm so glad that he is sober now. He's working his way to it, and it gives us a little bit of an inside, not scoop, but we understand what was happening while he was married to Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
So there were issues with him and the relationship.
Absolutely. Now Noah on YouTube is saying, I am in a way, but good for him. He is a dad and needs to be a good example for them.
Yeah.
Right. And it's one thing to talk about a divorce, but all their children.
Yeah.
And it was messy and everything that we heard, whatever we believed was true or not, but it just seemed like this was something he really needed to work on, and I guess it's something you always work on.
It was interesting when the split happened between him and Angelina Jolie. Yeah. It seemed like a lot of people were blaming Angelina for it.
I remember that.
There was a big backlash on her side, but this is kind of helping the whole situation. She was very quiet. She didn't talk about much about it. She didn't say much. Even when she went to court, there was nothing that we really heard. It was just a lot of slamming on her.
Right.
But now we're getting a little bit of understanding that there was issues with Brad Pitt, and now that he's working through it. So maybe this gives a little bit of a leeway for, Angelina Jolie. But I hope he does well. And I hope he comes to TIFF.
Oh my gosh,
Wouldn't it be great? A surprise Ad Astra movie coming down and Brad Pitt's here? It'd be great.
Show up. Come by ET Canada. Say hi. We have a great lounge.
I met him 10 years ago.
Oh yeah?
Or it was, 10,
I've never met him.
11 years ago, he showed up on a red carpet and he was just walking by, didn't want to talk to the media, and I yelled, I'm pregnant, I'm cold. You scream whatever you have to the red carpet to get Brad Pitt. And Angelina Jolie was pregnant at the time, so he came over and I was like, and it was a moment. It was definitely a moment. So I do need to see Brad Pitt again and actually talk to Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Collect your thoughts.
But I was like 8 months pregnant. I was really massive, and he was there. So that's my Brad Pitt story.
Dude, that's a great story. Were you really cold?
I was freezing. Red carpets are. You
know how sometimes at TIFF it's like super hot and there's a heat wave, and then other times it's really freezing.
It was outside.
September. You never know.
You never know.